Okay, so just slot for an experiment. So here can just quick revision for the experiment. So here's what the goal needs to be out of the diagram. Okay, so it is here can lay Trá Luas a horse, right? Okay, so it is just right? So lay Trá Luas a horse. So it is to some in your linear track. So it is in sketch gaste. The linear track to rider a good card la fad L. Okay, so it is the Shintartha. So the card a good la fad L. The photogate a good. Okay, I guess it is canal you could shin gata solace. Shin a marker. Shin card shade air. Okay. Okay, shade air marker card gata solace I guess it is sunry logala data log. Okay. Now it is in leak the alert, okay? Now not the Allen procedure. So can they talk to me? Can they jiggling Trá Luas a horse? Okay, so my switching to say Trá Luas. So it is to Trá Luas, smith your formula, Cosmra G lighter hand. Ishkan am. Okay, so ocean test goes called U na V, so usually current V your display velocity. So it is to V Cosmla G lighter hand for the card to L, I guess T hien or T, and Amalakisha Hallfried photo gate. Okay, so it is we say midget Amalakisha so we're in sunny dot logal a T do. In Amalakisha a card to Hallfried and Gata Solis. Okay, I guess in the velocity. Very straightforward. Rave Hurumi Chen Kench Qualls get the relate birch. So Rave Hurumi. So it is saw yellows, or listener to the toast for the card, so the Kurimala saw yellows. Okay, I guess every door, Jane Kench Quall and Rayleigh cotton. Okay, I guess lesson with the line mark. Okay, so it's an experiment every here. Okay, the grey you being graph will be la tarn class. Okay, I guess the grey level a heat show going in Easter. She's going in Easter grey level. So I and you charge a new art level for an entirety and then we'll decide you mute to raise an art level. We'll to go in new art and grey and chicken. Okay? So this job my unit da screwed entirety and but then you can't go that art level and you chicken. Now okay canale tosh luascary. Okay, so it is to the getty luascary horse. So right kernel chaw, right kernel linear air track. Rubble needs switch in time shaw, because it is to get to rider going, card the Yamagola label at Shaw Lake, so just Shaw L, right kernel is, but the time shaw to get the solid away. Okay, data logger away, I guess it is become and shaw. I guess data logger L. Okay, so shin T1, shin T2, I guess the L when you for the card or displacement S. Okay, now it is faster GLT line a fod at the photo gate. So shin a fod there, so kite shin a horse. Okay, so it is my to come just in the diagrams burger. Now it is when you lose carry horse, estimate a formula V squared equals U squared plus dot a s. Okay. Now reached la task in an equal s or acceleration in the so to a cosma v squared minus u squared is gone dot s. So we rearrange formula. We rearrange the formula against the reached to get it in the host. Now reached ocean task going goal v or u had to initial velocity cosma l is gone t here. agus the V cosma L is gan T dot. Agus caihit is shenanche. Now there's correct question how do we measure acceleration kite U over ma get we shin neutral as Tossi and then kite V over ma shin neutral as Jerry. So shin meja amalak shot and card off read darn the photo gate. Chicken on shan. Okay, so kite U gets V over ma S the fad the photo gate and then lean it to Shaha. Okay? Rave Hurumi just muri journal as you can journal. So nyama got description sheets. So precautions, we could la saw yellows, we could ma to can't go rally cotton and so on. Now it reached Hokalat Geri Hicken Alan Shan, right? So to verify Newton's second law of motion. Okay, so every three that is Lee Newton. Okay, that is Lee Newton. Kijk je dan niet uit, is het? Oh, just kind of. I'll do. Why? Okay. Now, that is Lee Newton. Just me get it crew. Okay, so these it's usually force equals mass by acceleration. Force, when we get it, just called force it go gira la luascar. That's basically what we get it crew. Okay. Now, the reached hold back here shen to make us such a later kernel and count exact same, but the time shot came it with a horror. Okay, so these got this the card to good Fadel photo gate away. Gauguji data logger photo gate ella. Gauguji data logger ella. T here, T a dot. Okay, I guess the time shot to me just go to Hangelson la ropa to Nalgaji pulley, I guess to weights to Gulliver. Okay, so force equal is directly proportional to acceleration. Now it reached in the cash on shot, it reached 10 can I host me to force it. So it reached Abernesh goal shin the W is your weight, right? The weight. So Kanye weight is equal to force, which is equal to mass by acceleration due to gravity. Okay, so weight, which is equal to force, which is equal to mass by acceleration due to gravity. So e.g., the move mass, kg and cha, then it's 0.1 kilograms by 9.8, and therefore variation that you force it in newtons. So we just lean to cha formula. Variation that you force in newtons. So for example, the move milligram of good, which the cosmo 1 kilogram, made for 9.8, the shin cosmo 9.8 newtons of force. Okay, so reached up into my last carry doi here in the room with shaw. So reached goes such a formula A equals V squared minus U squared is gun da S. Equal U cosmo L is gun T hin, I guess V cosmo L is gun T da. Okay, so reached upright to my U, upright to my V, and then to me add the formula for your last carry over the ma. Now, reached kinder jiggling Lee every dog through. So reached count shot and graph. Okay, so kite a graph a hand for your count shot. Okay, so to the graph, Lena Jida, free jump on funche. Now, must meet it as say, show her force it in newtons, like a show Lewis carry A in meters per second squared. Okay, so according to graph the force in Newton Lewis carry, I guess behind it, is reached the engine to find it. So to find it, the slope is equal to the mass. Okay, so force is equal to mass, or the slope by the slope cardinal mass. Okay, so we to get to calculate the mass of the trolley, then show the force. Chain rod the height we could man shaw. Jane can't you get ashton to the weights on rider for G shot, so you keep the mass constant going in the system. Now just can you add our weights and shot. Because the weights are a trolley and you transfer them to this or vice versa. We shouldn't take it. It's the weights are transferred. Brave yellow, the usual saw yellows, you can't go to rail the and so on. We should okay again. Just maybe. No, right. Now, kicking a lunch in every keher. Experiment every keher. Principle of conservation of momentum. So, Jli and Hammett momentum. Okay, so funny Jli and Hammett momentum. J token shot, so reached rally air do here. Okay, so the trolley when you're going photogate Goggy data logger T1 reached to rally Ellen Shaw going. So to Ellen Shaw, Niel Ella beer can Shaw, Niel card the beer. It's just a rider. Rod the Tartan Shaw called connection at the track. So cord the panna agus cork or velcro na magnets the kite chestpan gold the rewelling the rider le hella get can shit le hella. Okay? Agus reached by he got picture the kind of wine called fridge it down the photogate and Sean T do. Okay? So reached kite to mass heen mass rider M1 agus mass rider do M2. So M heen agus M do. Okay? Now reached in formula for your momentum. So to M heen U heen plus M do U do cosmla M heen V heen plus M do V do. Now because the virtue bogula helle the majority formula in screw with so the M heen U heen plus M do U do golove cosmla V medifa M heen plus M do. And that's it. So just suspension goal T wine cosm let's T well. So no graph, just formula. To go momentum river, cosmless momentum the ye. What's an okay again? Okay. So in your graph would be for your calculation. So she never a care. Okay. Ever a quick. What's an again in ye? Yeah, right. So I'm ready, let's get ever a quick. So ever a quick. Sear chichim, G bug lay sear chichim. Okay. So gravity a horse lay sear chichim. Okay. So diagram and shen electromagnet. So touch the circuit for your electromagnet. So race to battery connection gogagene battery and shot. All the way back, I guess it is the switch again. Okay, so should the head circuit. Now, our electromagnet to ball brain go good. I guess he's fusion into trapdoor. So just call me trapdoor and shot. I guess reach kind of hang back to the circuit. So reach can go shingagishan the canala chart knees kai timer we're going to shot. I guess reach the shingle back to gishan. So shin the circuit. Because can you come your shot? Now, there's a driche either A is B, then an electromagnet to go. More aramage B she's C, Madden to B she's C, stopping the electromagnet, touching the ball bearing, touching the timer. I guess you much more exactly Jago for the lock and shot of touching. Now, generally, how much horse and shot. Okay, so to arm we're going to shot T, right? So there is a T doing for your timer. I guess the fod. When bonne ball bearing goes in trapdoor. It's in the fod S. Okay. Now, it is in the diagram. It's in the toasted lock. Fod S. Now, you need to have on your quick word it is locked in armors. Get it. Can you come your shot? Get to know you need shouted that, isn't it? Eh? Shannon. Right. So you need to quick word precaution. So shouldn't break with him. Jan quick word like the church and quick word lock into armors gusty. The church. Right? So that's important. Now the reached in formula. So reached to S cosma UT plus le GT squared. Now because the U cosma 0, because there's a church from rest. From ball being church from rest, free falling. So reached task equal S cosma le GT squared. So rist tasgu go G cosma da medifa to rist S is gun T squared. Okay, so the this called a hand graph in us the S in T squared. So just Swiss I would say every last root you squared the T. Inside it again, and you have to square the T, otherwise it's a waste of time. Right? Now the graph it is behind the lína gira fríd bon funche S and shaw in meters agus it is T squared in second squared. He's the bon. So you label your axes lína gira fríd bon funche agus it is tan fine midi fada galve cosma G back. Because it's 2 by S over T squared. So it's 2 times the slope. Okay? So it's never a quick. Now reason rave me. Precautions. Rave me. Gina rave me to go to check. So usage boil bag trom. Usage boil bag trom. Okay? So reduces air resistance. Conin fad garage, but not ni sluna 30 centimeters. Conin fad S garage, but not ni sluna 30 centimeters. Okay? Nyama go description sheets. So fad garage, fad S garage. Okay, so conin fad S garage. Agus rist lock and arm skere o quick. So lock and arm is skere. What's okay again? Okay, so rist can ever quick. Experiment ever she boil slaw. So it's lee boil. So rist when it's lee boil to the guy the reservoir. So rist tube and shaw good. Galgaji reservoir and shaw. Pressure gauge. Ogud and shaw agus a rist shin galgaji pump. Okay, so shin galgaji pump. So rist the pump good. Pressure gauge. So shin brew. Begin gauge. Anyway, between others in the check. Right, now rud to Trialacha. Right, Okunis. Kurtistan all this Jahan Shaw. So shin and all this. So shin leak that to Shala all. Rud to much question Shaw not Shaw. Shin fix mass the gas. Okay? So reach shin mass Fossy here. Gas. Fix mass of gas. The shin Trialacha. Faste scale. Tashatic 0. 1, 2, 3, ceher, quick shade. So the reach 1, 2, 3, ceher. So reach quick shade genshin tortage. Alright, so scale torch. Okay, so the shin Trialacha label or the diagram. Okay, now it's lee boil. What can need to be to the hosh. Well, Jade's lee boil. What's then you be? Then you be adding to lee boil. Added boil slow instead. Right, but boil slow. At constant temperature, like tart hadisha, tan, tart the mass fossil gas, it go rear in varta, the shampoo. Okay, so the volume is direct, or the pressure is inversely proportional to the volume of a fixed mass of gas. So snurrt me get a crew. Go and brew, it go there in varta lesh an torch. So that means BJ volume events a dead table kaiti ranta the heat because it's inversely proportional. Okay? It's inversely proportional. So the graph it is that they call pressure and chin in brew talking newtons or kilonewtons. So it's in brew in kilonewtons. I guess he's the born and chin 10 keenus can V. so sin a tart in per meter. So rist label. Rist, come let's get for this and we're going on. Rist, you have to lean a gira free bond function. Okay, lean a gira free bond function. I guess my own to lean a gira free bond function. Tashin cruhuts lee bar. Now Tasha Tarta come let's get out for you in the graphs in a league. My can test a he lean a gira free bond function. Scree shan goni eg bon a graph. Regardless, scree sheet. Lean a gira free bond function eg cheshband go wall. S equal gira la t squared. Gwal F equal gira la A. Gwal P equal n varta la hinuskan V. Heitishin scree. Right? Lean a gira free bond function. Goni fui the graph and such antico scree sheets. Ten graphic cheshband. Lean a gira free bond function e cruhu. Gwal an brew equal n varta la shan tart. Or gwal an force equal gira la shan luaskari. Chigi should like chan. Okay, so reach the shan tarwata go correction sheets. Okay, right, so shin experiment every she experiment and okay look all right. Erase precautions and shan. Right? Na rave me just ram a free jiggle in extras if I do rest and that you screw. But na rave me Jane can't you go on all the soccer here. So fan at the ahan units in trial. Fan there are chance on all the soccer. Bicurima lishim meniscus. Because on all the curves. So reach bicurima a toast lishim meniscus. Reached shin precaution. Conning chart tarasha. Keep the temperature constant to shammer. That's important. Like once you're 20 degrees and then phosphate, then you're finding your level of an experiment, checking your temperature by 18 degrees, then you have an experiment called Athbhreithniú. So reach kite and chart a honyak tarasha. So that's your precautions. Was okay? Okay? Right. Was no good? Was no good then? Yeah? Right. Right. Room 3G ever the fake conscious nurse here, right. So ever the chart. Give me never a chart. Oh, coplanar, so 4C coplanar. So 4C coplanar, so raise the conscious meter stick. Right, that would not help. Right, so ever a chart. Right, so ever a chart 4C coplanar. It is to mother slot of good. And shin to Hicken Newton balance away, Newton balance ella. So shin the hermit may Newton. Okay, so may Newton. It is to weight to good. So weight every heen, weight every da, weight every tree, I guess weight every car. So the grab in carry mayhan screech here. Okay. Now, it is Kinde crew midge 4C coplanar. So it is Jitala crew. So every heen called 4C Suez, Codma 4C sheets. Okay, so forces up equals forces down. Now 4C Suez in the Kyancha, against the Kyancha, 4C sheets, in the Kyanchan, against Najan Jarmut. Center point ruler W is the other weight of the ruler, so force L. So kite to the weight of the ruler by gravity, position the Jamahan. Can they operate with more center point and ruler? Can we do here? Pivot. Alright, kite and ruler here pivot to calculate the center point. Why is the center point never 50 centimeters? Exactly. Because being dense wear and tear in the rulers and therefore we shall rub off balance. So you can see okay, so shin precautions you can so Cambridge chestburn goal 40 Swiss, Cosma 40 shees, Nigel Jammer the weight to ruler, I guess ever a door goal and the moment she to help Cosma and the moment she gesture. Now clockwise moment equals anti-clockwise moments. So to the moment you two Cosma and the moment you gesture. Can they operate with more moment? Same formula for your moment. So can you to moment Cosma force midifa and fad ingira D. The displacement fad ingira own fulcrum. So branch a kite lock into fulcrum. Which inside your gahanin. So be kurima. He got the fulcrum lock we punch a 0. Lower by ye nian shadaffer. But to reach Connie Carnier goal a moment is forced by this perpendicular displacement. So commercial actually shadow perpendicular displacement. So T upside down when you're perpendicular. Okay, cart ingira. Okay, right. I guess that's it. So current to goal 46, column 46, goal moment 2, column moment Jeshel, Shani Jant. The race Rave Kurumi, Giant Kenchu, Golan, meter strike cotton. So Rave Kurumi. So Mother Slot cotton. Goal Ahan Rod Cart Ingira, so vertical. So Ga Mehan Cart Ingira. Now J Harlem on the Rosa Cart Ingira, the mechanical show slant. We all get resultant. We all get these better and horizontal and vertical components. So sneaky fragile is the word to finish on. The motion slew. That means you have to follow force directly. So therefore we all get. So smooth yes just note it. The moon meter stick cotton machine between Newton balance slope machine. Go with this guy. Right? The Newton balance cotton machine is that weights machine. Okay, and so on. Then rudder height is the end of the kite shore wrench is shahan horizontal against vertical components. Okay, ik bra bijin angle at tegantion. So race which bijin force at Newton balance. So it will be force sine theta and shaw, and that chindo you on the forces up. So she can't catch how can you see Jeru J Yena Damu Monorosha Cartingra. Which is okay again. Okay. So shin experiment every chart. I guess a kun journal every art. Shin a pendulum. Okay, so toast G bag. So raise G bag lay luska down. Okay, so G bag la luska down. So raised you lowered a retard stand. Split cork, so shin tower. Split cork. So that's got exactly call the pendulum ball bearing jazz garage. Okay, pendulum I guess reached at a small angle. So current to Luska dana a Glasgow egg Ellen garage. Reached a formula can you commute in trivia T or a period T cosma da pi square root L is gun G. So reached in the image graph, so reach square both sides, so the T can cosma 4 pi squared, L is gun G, so reach the G cosma 4 pi squared, midifa L or T squared, G or L is gun T squared, go with L is gun T squared. So Chanel isn't, okay, L is gun T squared. Now reach this called a hand graph, the L in Newton T squared. So reach are the graph. L is T shot in meters, T squared in shot. So reach very shot that's a mahi keshan is very shot that for 30 na 40 oscillations. So this T is for one oscillation. So we'll go the name around to troha or 40 BJ oscillations, and then you square it. Which inside your gain. So kaiti ranter number of oscillations. So usually I say that the time taken for 30 oscillations, 40 oscillations, and then kaiti square. So reach T squared over S squared. So reach behordigt Lina G that for the bon funche, agus reach tan fine midifat da pi squared or keher pi squared, golve cosma G back. So you need to multiply by 4 pi squared. It's kai all this yoga darshan. Reach Jin Rave Kurumi. Your precautions is Jen continues to boil bag trom. Now a fad L, just me toast fad L, o shen guji lair a ball beam. So there's an entire shin a fad L. It's the distance on bonnet split cork guji lair a ball beam. So that means to micrometer screw gauge all art. So So just tarnish down micrometer screw gauge. Go maiste to abalte. Micrometer screw gauge the out the trast tosh and ball bearing hose. So kite in the screen. How do we find the diameter of or the radius of the ball bearing? We submit micrometer screw gauge, tosh the trast tosh, and then round the door then get L. Which inside the gahan. Okay. It is reached precautions. You can know what drafts will be on. We such Ellen bug. So reached rave with me Ellen bug. So Ellen bug. Nislu na quick degrees. Okay, so Ellen bug nislu na quick degrees. Well trom bug trom. Okay, because you can't know drafts na rudder bisa shan. Which is okay again. Small bearing, Jenna funny 30 na 40 also. Lation for the average reduces percentage. Which is okay again. Okay, now that's an art experiment mechanics the janty. Okay, it's an art experiment. Chucky can a wine you na barcha you na knees or the screw. Okay, now the ruddy let the janty nan kahar light experiments. For follow going hot reaching, that'll be la match 3 1 much. Task go in the light experiments. It is just in Kench walls get different Maragus lens. Block one ye, refractive index, the ruddy shin and jam. The race so the carry experiment light so he cannot cushion in knees faster. Okay? Right. So soon we go creation rub book left. When you revision.
So it's really true, not after disagree. Very true, you disagree.
Bet you can wine. You decide to make before. You can the wine light, you can the wine mechanics so can the artisan agus canella. So it could be light, it could be mechanics. Now the only reasons my genchi shouldn't be because the inches of the the birth chart knees are light. You should go over the mechanics. Just go over the car light and chunny. Mom Miriam Rev go mechanics chart knees. So you just go over the mechanics, you should go to bother and the light. So hence now to kind of when your heat and temperature you have to faster the calibration of a thermometer using a standard thermometer can journal rummage. That's another one. But near me question now from against so it'll be one light, one mechanic, and then one of the other. Because I question you what measurements did you take? So kite species could you run to? Ni just Kurfreger earn the question even in okay? So it is now goes to like that's some Sedini screen should page on land. Step 1, step 2, I guess come fame bilas. Lay ye chest. Majinsha describe with the aid of a label diagram what measurements you take. Tiny diagram show. Tiny diagram I guess aber hosting fadel. Ocean guji boer I guess do the micrometer gauge land radius circle and then lock to that timer. Now ration rotna roasting stopwatch. Timer. Okay, but timer and la arm hose for every oscillation. Okay? Okay, so courage what the diagram behind is just mini kinda. Now race market as a back in the road Sean Shaw. How can I you shaw? But he cannot be shown knees. How did you measure the acceleration? So kite the menu. For example, right. Set us as a late height, so just turn the diagram set up the apparatus mertas late height. Car push the rider freed the photo gates. Lock a tam t heen, lock a tam t da. Ta you karma ellis can t heen. So just screechan. You trollers tasi karma ellis can t heen to v karma ellis can t da. And then to usamich formula shaw la let's get okay. So these more tests could the lehanashan. Double sided will have no problems. Okay? So very straightforward. So good reversion. Can you show like Jantigan? 14 2 experiment, 3 jig experiment Jantigan. I guess the Arthur Near la Genuga. Okay? Glen sugar. Now I'm more. Well, I'll be around the you going on? But to screw them quite to screw them after that. No you hug. O, Tranone. So ni fe Fisic be going to Duluth. Oh, your Fisic be good Duluth anyway, right, okay. Right, so the screw the maths, a couple of wrong journal Duluth, you be? Right, that's okay. Right,